Hello and welcome to Demo Lab. My name is Phillip. I'm going to be playing a Jazzmaster through a very special pedalboard today. It's a pedalboard filled with Walrus pedals. I put this thing together from pedals that were sitting around our shop, and I thought that this would be a really cool way to demonstrate how these pedals work with each other, how they can be used in a live setting, in a recording setting, and just for fun because they make some really cool noises. I have personal experience with several of these pedals, so that's why I ended up choosing. And honestly, it was kind of hard to narrow it down to just the 10 pedals I have here because they have so many cool pedals and different sounds out there that you can achieve by mix matching different stuff in their product line. So it was a little bit of a difficult decision for me, but I'm pretty happy with where I ended up. So let me show you what I've got going on here in the signal chain. So we're starting with our guitar straight into the 385 overdrive here. I've used this on several recordings recently, and it's just a great first stage overdrive that breaks up like an amp and just sounds so good, especially through this Jazzmaster here. It sounds really full. And then this is the Iron Horse overdrive. I actually own this pedal and I have a prototype of it. So I've had it for a long time. And I don't think I'll ever get rid of it just because it is so good and it's very beefy and chewy, and I just really enjoy the gain that this pedal has. This is one of their newest pedals. This is the Walrus Ages, and we actually have an in-depth video on this pedal here. So if you want to hear more about what the features do on this pedal, I'm not going to dive too deep into it today, but you can definitely check out that video if you want to dive a little bit deeper. But this is just another great amp-like overdrive, a little bit more gain than the 385, but it just sounds really awesome by itself and then stacked with these other pedals as well. And we're going up here to the Janus fuzz, and this is a really cool noisemaker here. And I've used this pedal on several recordings, and it just opens up a lot of different sounds that you wouldn't find in a normal fuzz because of these joysticks here, which control different parameters on the fuzz or the tremolo. Just a lot to explore there. This is the Monument Tremolo, and it actually might be my favorite pedal on this pedal board here. I don't own this one, but I think I'm gonna have to get it as soon as this video's over because the harmonic tremolo feature on this pedal is to die for. It almost sounds like a univibe. It's very warbly and a little bit wonky, and it just sounds really cool, and I don't know of anything else out there that sounds like it. And if you flip this switch here, it just goes to a standard tremolo. So you kind of have two pedals in one. Very distinctive sounds. This right here is the Julia, which is a chorus and vibrato. It's just a great chorus pedal, especially if you want to play some 80s, any like shoegazy kind of stuff. It's great. Very intense too. Sometimes a chorus pedal is a little bit too light, and this one gets very extreme. So in tandem with the other pedals on this board, it can get pretty crazy. And then we're going to go down here to the Mako series D1 delay. This is a stereo delay with MIDI capability. I'm only running it in mono today, but it just sounds huge. And there are a lot of features that I haven't even explored yet on this pedal. There's a lot going on. You can blend between different modes of delays here. So it's just got a lot of great things going on here. A lot of tweakability. And the size of this pedal too is really cool because I was able to squeeze what I feel like would be a delay pedal that's a little bit bigger normally in a stomp box sized pedal like this here. So that was really cool. And the tap is very nice as well. And then we're going over here to the ARP 87 delay, which is really cool too. I like this one a lot because it has a bit more of a lo-fi and a vintage sound to it. And again, this has a switchable mode here on the pedal. So you can blend between these different sounds. If you don't want to go full digital, you can add a little bit of an analog sound to it. Or if you don't want to go full slapback, you can add a little bit of this lo-fi delay into it as well. So very cool. We're going into the Fathom next, which is a reverb pedal. This pedal sounds great, and I asked a friend when I had all these out here, I was like, what do I choose? I don't know what to pick out of this box. He's like, you got to make sure you have the Fathom. So I hooked it up, tried it, and I was like, you're right, man. This is the pedal to keep. So it just sounds great. And one really cool feature of this pedal, and I'll demonstrate this later, is the sustain switch, which you can have an infinite or a longer reverb time depending on how long you hold down the switch here, which is really cool for some ambient sounds or just like really trippy kind of stuff. And then our final pedal in the chain is the descent, which is actually a 2-in-1 pedal. So on the right side is an octave. So it's the luminary, I believe, circuit on the right side. And then we have the reverb, I believe it's the SLO, the solo, on the left side. So you can combine the two together. And then you also have preset options as well. So if you cycle through this, you go to different stored settings. So I'm going to go back to playing and showing you some settings. First, I'm going to dial in just a quick slap back here with the ARP, and then I'm going to make sure I'm on the harmonic tremolo for the monument and demonstrate that. And I think everything else is set. So just play a little bit and you guys can hear what these pedals sound like together. I love the delay tails on these pedals here. They're super cool and they're like haunting. You know, it sounds like I'm in a scary movie, which I kind of like. So I'm going to bring in a special friend here. I need a helping hand for this Janus pedal because I can't play and mess around with the cool knobs at the same time. So say hello to Will, who's going to help us demonstrate what this Janus right here does. So I'm just going to play a riff, and he's going to tweak these joysticks and then the other switches and just go through some of the different modes of this fuzz. And I'm going to also engage a few other pedals throughout just to see how they work in tandem with the Janus. So as you can see here, the Janus is a hands-on experience. And to really unlock those features and the tones within, you got to dig in a little bit and see what it's all about, because I mean, it's a lot of fun to mess around with those knobs, but it actually has some very usable, recordable tones. And I've had great experience with that pedal just because there's such a wide array of things that you can do with the tremolo and the fuzz in conjunction with one another. So I'm going to keep playing a little bit. I'm going to detune to drop C and just play some like kind of cool riffy stuff for a little bit. I believe that's all the time we have today to cover this Walrus pedalboard. We're just scratching the surface on this, and as I've done this demo, I've found other things that I didn't even know about on these pedals, tweaking knobs, moving things around, trying different combinations of pedals. So I'm going to go home and spend more time with these pedals because I'm not ready to give up yet. So if you have any other questions or comments, or maybe I left a pedal from Walrus out that you really like, let us know in the comments below. For one, we can answer your question. And two, I want to know what pedal I should try next. And on that note, if you want to buy any of these, go to masonmusicrocks.com, click on the retail section. We have these pedals and another array, a wide array of Walrus pedals that you can purchase, as well as cables like this one right here that I'm using, patch cables, pedal boards, all kinds of cool stuff to get your pedal board started. Rome wasn't built in a day, but I built this pedal board in 2 hours. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. I'll be glad to help you out. Again, guys, my name is Philip. This is the Walrus Audio Pedalboard demo. I've had a blast, but I gotta go. Until next time, rock on.